You are welcome to the official introduction of the PDP Lagos governorship and deputy governorship aspirants, Engineer Adedeji Doherty and Honorable Khadijat Bello and other PDP aspirants, happening live here today at the 10 Degrees Event Center. My name is Tejimade Adeleke, reporting for Lagos Trend TV.
Please, I will still this seat for the youth parent, please.
My name is Muka Okuola, State Chairman of Lagos PDP. Chairman, sir, we believe that we are here for the unveiling of the parties and deputy governorship candidates, as well as presentation of the certificate of the candidate. Chairman, is this a message that the PDP in Lagos State is well prepared and ready for the 2027 election? You have just said it. With the unveiling of the deputy governorship candidate today and the presentation of certificate of return to our various candidates, it marks our readiness for the election. A lot of people have been having the illusion that, PDP has problem, they are probably not even preparing for election, but we are just starting. Now we have declared our position that in Lagos State we are ready for the election, and we are going to do all our best to give the Lagos electorate and Lagosians in general the alternative governance model that they have been yearning for. They have been under one political hegemony for over 20 years. They have never tasted anything different. It's like just one person experiencing one thing and the other. That person is just like a dead person. You don't know if there's any other thing happening anywhere. So we are after this presentation. After this presentation, I think the Lagos people will begin to see various activities, showing the readiness of our party to confront the ruling party in Lagos State.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Truly, it has been a long time coming. You just mentioned that for over 20 years, it has been a one-party affair in Lagos State. But this time around, you seem to be ready to take power through every democratic means. But then, sir, what is that thing that you think that the people of Lagos should see in your party and make that decision to go with you?
Yes, I've just told you that because Lagosians have been used to just one governance system, they no longer ask questions. A government might take a whole 4 years to build a bridge and build one road, and nobody asks them at what cost, what is the revenue profile of the state. So these are things that are very, very shrouded in the way this government, this party, the other party that has been in government, they have been so comfortable, with the way the system is running, that they feel that nobody challenges them. If they made 3 trillion naira in during an annual budget year, and they spend even just 1 trillion. Nobody asks any question, and they will now be telling you that about some little token projects that they did here and there. But the question is, what is the revenue generated? What is the revenue generated? And how much have you expended on those projects? Nobody has. And they don't think that they owe us any commitment to tell the people of Lagos how much they are earning from our collective revenue from the federation and the tax you and I pay. So they don't bother to tell us. We are going to raise questions, raise the awareness of the people, let them know that we don't just continue to sleep and wake up and assume that all is well, all is not well.
Thank you, Mr. Finally, sir, we understand the campaign is soon start and you have the opportunity to talk to the Gaussians. But before then, to your party members, what's your message to them for them to know that the PDP is alive and active in Lagos State?
Yes, to our party members, I will want to continue to seek their continued support. I want to seek their continued support, the dedication that they have given, in spite of all the challenges, in spite of all a lot of people still remain committed to the party, and that is wonderful. They had the choice of running to where they can give them indomie, give them the liquor of rice, but they stayed in opposition. And let me tell you something, the people in opposition are the real politicians, because they know that they are not sharing anything by being there. If you cannot fast, you cannot be in opposition. And it shows the seriousness of the kind of politicians that we have. A lot of people run to the other party because of what they can get there. The PDP members are not for that. They just want to fight until they achieve it. The real government that will benefit the people.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Let me guess, sir.
Muka Popola. Oh, sorry.
So, thank you for media.
We are expecting Southwest. We are providing 4 chairs for them. 4 chairs for them. The vice chairman for the 3 senatorial districts are also
representing Ifakwa-Ijaye constituency 02 for the Lagos State Assembly come 2027 under the flagship of our big party, Basically, the torch is already lit, and we believe that our people in the Ifakwa-Ijaye need the best alternative. People have been going to assembly for Lagos Assembly from our side, but we have little or no reflection of our presence in the house. People go there just to fight for individual what they can get. But people are clamoring for change, and we feel like, as my brother said earlier, the only party recognized in Nigeria today, forget about the rest, is PDP and APC. So for me, making myself available to go represent our people right now is the best form of service to humanity that could be rendered. So I think it's crystal clear that right now, election is coming, people are ready, people are clamoring for changes. And I can tell anyone that can listen to my voice that the best alternative today is PDP, and the best one for Ifakwa-Ijaye constituency 02 is Honorable Adedeji Stephen Akerele.
My name is Reverend Shem Eno, Hillary Mosia, and today I will be officially inaugurated as the Director General of Engineer Adedeji Doherty campaign organization. Yes, I see one. He has the capacity, he has the vision for a new Lagos. Because if you look at Lagos, in fact, we accept to be that Lagos is overdue for overhaul. What I mean by overhaul is because the old hands that have been handling Lagos are from one system, and they have bastardized the economy of Lagos. That is one thing. They have so much separated Lagosians that the non-Indians have no place in Lagos when we say we are one Nigeria. And there is a lot of issues. And not only that, Lagos is not experiencing the kind of development it's supposed to experience as a metro city. So I believe that my principal, Engineer Adedeji Doherty, will bring out the new face of Lagos and will make Lagos the Lagos of our dreams. So that's why I believe that he has the capacity, I has the ability to change Lagos. That is why I opted out to campaign for him and to let's start. Okay, so my principal, Engineer Adedeji Doherty, is the man that Lagos needs at this time, because Lagos needs restoration, Lagos needs revival, Lagos needs to be alive again. And APC, since they came into Lagos over 27 years ago as the leading party that have been ruling over Lagos, there is no significant development that we have seen in Lagos. So I believe that my principal, Engineer Adedeji Doherty, will give us the new face of Lagos. He will change the face of Lagos and give us the Lagos that the whole world will be proud of. Because with Engineer Doherty over the head of our fair in Lagos, Lagos will become the Dubai of Africa. And that is a promise to you. And that is the vision that we are going to actualize in this campaign organization. And I want to assure you that we are going to put our feet down and make history in Lagos. PDP is going to be the next government that will rule in Lagos from 2027. So that is my take on my principal and on Lagos State. Thank you very much. My name is Reverend Shem Eno, Hillary Mosia.
My name is Honorable Dr. Angela Ohakosen. I'm the director in the Independent Campaign Organization of Engineer Adedeji Doherty, His Excellency. I'm here to let us know that there is a campaign, an independent campaign organization that is set up already, and we are actually out to build a united, disciplined and people-driven campaign that will inspire hope for everyone. We are actually also out to ensure that a decisive electoral victory is achieved through integrity, innovation and grassroots engagement. Our campaign is committed to connecting with every citizen, listening to their aspirations and presenting practical solutions that will promote good governance, economic prosperity, quality education, accessible healthcare, security, infrastructure, development, youth and women empowerment. We're actually out to ensure that there is transparent leadership, accountability, and we're also out to ensure that there is a measurable result that improves the lives of everyone, all and sundry. Together, we will run and build a transparent, issue-based and peaceful campaign that reflects the core values of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, and to build a better future for our state. We are sure that if PDP emerges as the governor of Lagos State, every facet of the economy, every facet of the departments of Lagos will have a new goal. So I want to urge every one of us to keep aspiring for a greater change, greater Lagos. Come 2027 election, gubernatorial election, let's vote PDP. As you can see, the umbrella sign is our logo. Thank you all. God bless you.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kí gbogbo àwọn tá a bá candidate wa wá ṣe àṣeyẹ. Allow your candidates to be seated where they are honoured. Kẹ́yìn náà dẹ̀ lọ jókòó. Gbogbo àwa tá a bá àwọn candidates wa wá ṣe àṣeyẹ. Allow our candidates to be seated where they are honoured. Kí àwa náà ká dẹ̀ lọ. Please go and sit down. Ẹ̀yin náà tẹ́ ẹ bá jókòó dáadáa níbi tí àyè wà fún. Of the leadership of our great party at the national level, with the chairman, Honorable Abdulrahman Mohammed, and other national working committee members, other NEC members, and most importantly, the national leader of our party, Barrister Nyesom Wike. I want to also, on behalf of a man that is wearing a coat of many colors at this event, is our Southwest leader as National Vice Chairman, is our topmost leader in Lagos State PDP, and by providence, sanctioned by God, is also today the governorship candidate of our party. On behalf of my colleagues in the State Working Committee, in the State Executive Committee, which includes all the 20 LG chairmen, and on behalf of all the fathers of this party who have continued to give us encouragement, and the members who have shown utmost dedication to keep this party alive,
I want to welcome us to this auspicious occasion. Our leader will unveil the three locations. I will only stop at telling you that this important occasion has three legs, and by God's grace, the party is going to run on those tripod, which guarantees more steadiness in our march towards the 2027 election with victory assured, inshallah. I just want to thank us for our continued dedication and say that your presence here is highly welcome. Thank you for honoring us. I will leave the rest to our leader when he stands up to talk to us. PDP, PDP, PDP and P. All this can be a round of applause, please, a round of applause. Proxy to the number one leader of PDP in Southwest, who is also my mentor, and now today, by Providence, the gubernatorial candidate of PDP Lagos State, Engineer Adedeji Doherty. I would also like to quickly extend my respect to the chairman of the party, Lagos State, one of the few technocrats that we are privileged to have to manage the affair of our party. My very good brother, Mika Okola Mukimisa. In order not to waste much time, kò ń ṣe ti àfojúdi ò ṣe mọ̀ pé wọn ti gbé kìíní yẹn jáde. Ẹni tó yẹ ká kí torí pé ọ̀fíṣíálì wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ fẹ́ unveil wọn ni. I will reserve that greetings to after the unveiling. I will now hand this section of my presentation by extending my courtesies to all the leaders of the ITV. My brother, Dr. Phillips, I acknowledge you. My colleague in the Southwest, I salute you. All the leaders of the ITV, with due respect, I may not know your name one by one. I bow. Àwọn kan sọ pé kò sí PDP lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, ẹ jẹ́ sọ PDP. Ìyẹn ò tí ì kọjá àtẹ̀jà mọ́ ní onígbà. Mo fẹ́ jẹ́ kó gbọ́ làbújá pé PDP ilẹ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, PDP. Ọba náà sì ń lé kí ló yẹ ká ṣe. Ọmọ ń fún wa lórí ọ̀fẹ́. We have a competent and capable leader. Today, who is also going to introduce and unveil another most competent technocrat administrator, now politician. Ẹgbẹ́ ká sì gbé orúkọ wọn tì ní gbogbo ìtọ́jú. I want to tell you all that iṣẹ́ ti yá o. Ṣé ẹ rẹ́dí àbẹ́ rẹ̀ bí? Ojúmọ̀gbò àti láwọn ọ̀dọ́ o. Ṣé a ti rẹ́dí àbá ìtì rẹ́dí? Bí ẹ ṣe invite wa wá lónìí, I want to believe By May 29, 2027, inshallah, you will invite us to the State House. This today occasion is not an occasion for non-species. For now, I will take a bow so that iṣẹ́ tí a wá àbẹ̀sí mo dẹ̀ nígbàgbọ́ wípé tí wọ́n bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gbé ẹsẹ̀ tí a máa wáyé ẹsẹ̀ mẹ́ta ní iṣẹ́ tó wà níbẹ̀ tó bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gbé lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan tó bá ti yọ owó báyìí kí wọ́n máa ṣe àmàgbà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ ọlọ́wọ́ á fún wa ṣe. Thank you very much, sir. Ẹ pàtẹ́wọ́ fún mi lẹ́yìn. Thank you so much, sir. Okay,
move forth tirelessly to make sure we are all here representing PDP. If not for him, I can assure you, the name PDP will not exist again. Without him, move forth from beginning to this moment. I can assure you, probably you will be preparing for 2031. But many of us don't know this. Some will even be attacking him, Wike is this, Wike is that. But after God, now Wike, shall we join our hands together for him, please? We want to thank the National Secretary and the National Working Committee of our party, and most especially our own leader in the Southwest. Like the chairman has said, he's wearing 2 caps here today, or let me say 3. The first one as the vice chairman of our party in the Southwest, that is the national vice chairman. Secondly, as our supreme leader in Lagos State. And at the same time, the incoming governor, by his grace, come 2027. Leader, we greet you, sir. The state chairman, the state working committee, the Southwest representatives, my colleagues, gentlemen of the press, and I strongly believe we are all here today for a purpose. And the purpose of why we are here is to fight for power. Nobody is going to give us power. We will fight for power. This is the time, this is our moment that we're going to fight for this power. Enough is enough. Lagos is winnable, and it is time for us to take over Lagos. And by the sheer grace of God, we will win Lagos. Not only Lagos, we will win Lagos West. Not only winning it, they will declare us winner, and they will give us that office by the special grace of God. I want to advise us, let's keep working, let's keep fighting. At the end of the day, victory is ours. Thank you, and God bless you.
I want to start by acknowledging, as my senator has done, straight from Abuja, our able leader. Now the senator has gotten it right. If not for Barrister Wilson Wike, there will be nothing called PDP. We appreciate him for the efforts and the struggle so far. And I know that by the grace of God, this struggle is going to terminate in 2027 by the inauguration of our governor, Adedeji Doherty, as the governor of Lagos State, our senator for Lagos West and the other senators, and by the grace of God, all of us 24 House of Reps, inshallah. I also appreciate my leader, my able leader, Engineer Adedeji Doherty. I drop my heart, sir. Without you, I don't think there will be anything called PDP in Lagos State. We know how far and how long you have been in this struggle, and by the grace of God, you will be crowned with victory. You will be crowned with victory by the grace of God. So I thank you all for this opportunity, and I want to urge all party members that this is the time to fight for our victory. We have to show them in Lagos State that PDP still exists. PDP is alive. There is nothing stopping us from getting victory in the coming election. Thank you very much.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You get it right. How we used to do it. We appreciate our women. The God we appreciate it. Basically, we are not doing something strange. We are doing something that God has destined all of us to do. And I believe all of us here today are marking and we are making history. I believe that this is a journey after standing on the existing protocols that God himself has destined. And I believe that PDP, despite all challenges, all the processes that are expected to be taken for us to emerge were taken. At a point, the challenges were very enormous on this journey. But I can assure you, victory is certain. Tell your neighbor, victory is certain. When it is well with a iroko tree will have many branches, and the branches will all thrive well. Under the leadership of our daddy, Engineer Doherty, I can assure you that all of us here will thrive well. We planted, we are planting, and we are going to reap. So on behalf of all members that are campaigning and we are vying for the House of Assembly in Lagos State, nobody will be left behind in Jesus' name. We are going to that house. The immediate change in Lagos State is here, and the best alternative is from the People's Democratic Party. Immediately, the best alternative is in the People's Democratic Party. So come 2027, you and I are going to rejoice because God himself has done it, and it will be very, very evident in our eyes. I appreciate you for the opportunity. On behalf of my colleague, to say thank you for the privilege. God bless all of us in Jesus' name.
Honorable Tony Gadio is going to give us very, very short speech. Senator, you are welcome, sir. Please, can you give him a round of applause? PDP, PDP, PDP.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My dear leaders, elders, stakeholders, party hope alive. As we move forward, I urge all of us to remain united, focused, committed to the idea of the justice, equity and good governance, and service to the people. Our strength lies on unity, discipline, and collective determination to build a stronger nation. I encourage every member to continue reaching out to our people with love, respect, to a clear vision of the better future. Together we can restore confidence, respect, inspire hope and achieve greater success in the election ahead. May this occasion strengthen our bonds, renew our determination, and bring greater progress to our party. I wish you every member of every celebration and good health, peace, and abundant blessing. Thank you very much.
To the hall. Let's see what's going on there.
Please, can we give him a standing ovation? If you are sitting, you are doing the wrong thing. Everybody, please, can you please stand up? Can you please be on your feet? Can you be on your feet?
Engineer Adedeji Doherty is coming with vision.
What about the president? If you are using your phone to take pictures, every step back, you can zoom with your phone. Experience. Thank you. Committed to a better legacy, economic growth, healthcare, security and safety, quality education for every child, modern infrastructure. Thank you. Our children and everyone. Thank you. Thank you. To the island shore. Thank you also to our deputy. Engineer, one dream, one goal. PDP all the way. Thank you. God bless you. If you know you are happy and you are here, please can you clap for him? If you know you are not clapping, you are a suspect. Thank you. All right, moving on. We'll be yeah, with that done, we will go. Honorable Audrey Highland, Honorable Khadijat Bello, all other candidates, kindly take your seat. Kindly take your seat. Let us all be seated. Please, and let everybody go and sit down. Everybody, apart from the media, everybody, please, everybody, when they want the house of the state on behalf of the entire state executive committee of the Lagos PDP, I really want to present to you this certificate of recognition as our deputy governorship candidate for the 2027 election. Congratulations. Having done the public presentation, I'm talking about no other person but our candidate for the governorship, Engineer Adedeji Doherty.
So the young me, most of the time, I just go into his shop and look at him as he cuts his boots, sand his boots, polish it. Then I asked him, I said, sir, why do you polish all those places that nobody is going to see? And he told me, he said, is not measured by what people see, but what you know you are doing. The simple lesson in this is that life, you have to be intentional about whatever you do. Whether anybody is looking at you or nobody is looking at you, just have it in the back of your mind that you are doing something that is meaningful. So, without further ado, I'll start by saying, distinguished leader of the party, with a heart full of gratitude, humility, and a deep sense of responsibility as I accept the nomination to serve as the deputy governor candidate of our great party, PDP. First and foremost, I will give all glory to Almighty God, Almighty Allah, for His grace, His guidance, His faithfulness, because without Him, none of this would have been happening or possible at this moment. I sincerely appreciate our leadership, party leadership, for finding me worthy of this great responsibility. I thank our governorship candidate, His Excellency, Engineer Adedeji Doherty, for the confidence reposed in me. I assure you that I will be a dependable partner, committed to loyalty, teamwork, and collective vision we have for our dear state. To every delegate, stakeholder, supporters, well-wishers who believe in me and contributed to this journey, I say thank you. This nomination is not a personal achievement. It is a shared victory and a call to a greater service. I fully understand that leadership is not about power or personal ambition. It is about service, sacrifice, accountability, and unwavering commitment to improve the lives of our people. Today, I accept this nomination with a solemn promise to serve with integrity, transparency, humility, and dedication. Our state is blessed with abundant human resources, and together we can build a state where every young person has the opportunity to succeed, where women are empowered, where businesses thrive, where farmers are supported, where quality education and healthcare are accessible, where security and prosperity becomes the reality of every family. Now is the time for unity. We are members of one family, united by a common purpose and a shared desire to build a better future for our state. The task ahead of us is enormous, but I am confident that together we can overcome every challenge. Let us put aside our differences and work as one people. Let us campaign with dignity, respect, and ideas that inspire hope rather than division. I also wish to assure the people of our state that we will run an issue-based campaign. We will present practical solutions, listen to your concerns, and remain accessible throughout this journey and beyond. So our youth, I say, your dreams matter. To our women, your contributions are highly valuable. To our traditional institutions,
Your wisdom remains indispensable to our civil servants, professionals, artisans, entrepreneurs, farmers, and every hard-working citizens. This campaign belongs to you. Once again, with your support, your prayer, and your votes, we shall usher in a government that prioritizes development, creates opportunities, and promotes justice, and leave no community behind. Once again, I sincerely thank our party leadership, our governorship candidates, and every supporter for this confidence. I pledge my unwavering loyalty to our party, our team, and every people of our great state, Lagos State. May God bless our great party, PDP. May God bless Lagos State, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So thank you very much.
First of all, I would like to leaders. I know you are standing on Monday. You can sit. You can rest. I will try and stand on all protocols that have observed this occasion. However, I have no choice but to recognize the national leader of our great party, Barrister, His Excellency, Barrister Nyesom Wike, the Minister of the Federal Republic, Federal Capital Territory in Abuja. I would also want to recognize my colleagues and my boss, the National Chairman, Abdulrahman Mohammed, Chief Moa, who is the Chairman of the BOT, the Board of the People's Democratic Party, the Deputy National Chairman of South and North, my colleagues in the NWC, including our indefeasible National Secretary, Sam Ayo, at the 109th meeting of the National Executive Committee of our great party, held on Wednesday, June 24, 2027, at our national headquarters, Wadata Plaza, Abuja. I had the honor of being confirmed as the governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party for the 2027 government election in Lagos State. Following my confirmation by the highest leadership organ of our great party, I was alongside other distinguished Nigerians
who emerged as governorship and senatorial candidates across the country presented with our certificates of return by the national chairman, Honorable Abdul Rahman Mohammed. The highlight of the memorable occasion was the presentation of our party's presidential candidate, Professor Senator Sandy Ogan Ono. That historic event is what we have gathered here today to replicate in Lagos State. As the governorship candidate of our great party, it gives me immense pleasure to formally present to the leadership of our party and the good people of Lagos State, the young, accomplished, and personable woman who will join me on this journey as my running mate and deputy governorship candidate, Mrs. Khadijat Bello. Definitely. Can you give my round of applause once again? PDP! PDP! You can see that. Today's program will also witness the presentation of certificates of return to our candidates for the National Assembly and the Lagos State House of Assembly elections. That involves the Senate, the House of Reps, House of Assembly. In addition, we shall formally inaugurate the Independent Campaign Council that will coordinate and drive our campaign activities across the state as we mobilize our members and supporters towards victory in the 2027 election. Today is not a day for lengthy campaign rhetoric. Rather, it is an occasion to unveil our team and present the foundation of what I described as our service agenda to the people of Lagos. I firmly believe that Lagosians, after more than 2 decades of under one political dominance, which is the APC of course, are eager for an alternative model of governance built on competence, accountability, inclusiveness, and equality service of delivery. Permit me, however, to remind all our candidates that much is expected of us. Our great party has entrusted us with a rare privilege and enormous responsibility. Equally, millions of Lagosians are looking up to us to provide credible leadership and a refreshing vision for the future of our state. We must therefore justify the confidence reposed in us through hard work, discipline, humility, and dedication to service. Let me now proceed with the business of this historic occasion. We have already presented the certificate of return or certificate of recognition to the deputy governor, which you have all witnessed. Do you all agree she is our deputy governor? All those in support, say aye. Those who don't support, say nay. The ayes have it. Having done that, I shall, in my capacity as National Vice Chairman Southwest of our great party, and also the governorship candidate of our great party in Lagos State, congratulate all our candidates for the National Assembly and Lagos State Assembly elections. On behalf of the leadership of the PDP in Lagos State, in the Southwest, and at the national, you have received this certificate of return. It is equally my great honor to announce the appointment of 2 distinguished gentlemen who will coordinate our campaign structures. First on the list will be Reverend Sham, who will be the Director General Pastor Shem is experienced. He has worked in different political terrains. Pastor Shem also has worked in the obedience and the labor. He has also had vast experience in politicking, coordinating, and execution of elections during election day. He will serve as the coordinator-in-chief, as the Director General for the Independence Campaign. Thank you very much. Equally, it is my great honor to announce again the appointment of one of our own who has also been an aspirant before. He has also been working within the party structures at the local government level, at the state level. He has also been an aspirant for the member of House of Reps. Here, I want to present to you the Director General for the Lagos State PDP Campaign Council, Honorable Akeem Olaniru. Are those that are going to lead this campaign? All we need are your prayers to go ahead of them. And they have promised to deliver. I have every confidence that these accomplished leaders working together with other members of the campaign council will provide the strategic direction and coordination needed to lead our party to victory. At this point, I wish to sincerely appreciate all our leaders and members whose encouragement, commitment, and sacrifice have brought us this far. In particular, again, I would like to thank our national chairman, Honorable Abdurrahman Mohammed, our national secretary, Senator Samuel Ayamu, our organizing secretary, Captain Umaru Bature, whose guidance and unwavering support have remained unvaluable. Our provide appreciation also goes to the entire members of the National Working Committee, the entire members of the National Executive Council, NEC, and all the members and leaders that make up the Board of Trustees. I also thank the leadership of our party in Lagos State, headed by the infatigable State Chairman, Honorable Muka Pokwala. During his leadership, we have seen peace, we have seen tranquility, we have seen upward movement, we have seen presence, persistence, determination. And we are experiencing it. And we are seeing more people coming to the party. May your reign continue to bring us success. Our great party has gotten to a point Now we are going to talk on unity. In unity, we have strength. I will take this opportunity to inform that all our members of the People's Democratic Party, all our leaders from the People's Democratic Party that made up the APC, that made up the Accord Party, that made up the Labour Party, that made up the NDC, you are all free to return home now. PDP, it's now time for all of you to return back home. The ceremony group, return back home. The Olorunfunmi group, return back home. The Ogunlawere group, return back home. The Dr. Adedeji and Adedeji group, return back home. The Captain Tusho Williams group, Network Alliance, return back home. All of you, return back home. The Kofini group, return back home. Everybody, return back home. And let us work together. On this note, I would like to thank you all again on behalf of myself and the Deputy Governor of Lagos State incoming. Inshallah. We thank you for making this occasion a success. We thank you all, the press, for coming and being very persistent and patient with us. God will continue to guide you in the press because your activities and your input into this election is very, very vital. I would like you to also say that during the course of our campaign, we are going to focus mainly on issues. We are going to focus mainly on what is pinching us in Lagos State. Having in the back of our minds that once we can deliver in the state, that heart will reduce. I thank you again for being with us. God bless the People's Democratic Party. God bless the state of excellence, Lagos State. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
God bless you too.
Wing of the administration. You understand? That's the Ministry of Education. That is going to be our focus. And we're going to focus a lot on education because of the future of Lagos, the future of our children, the future of children yet unborn. And in that policy manifesto, we have straight away free education from the nursery, primary, and secondary. Free education. And that free education is going to also involve training for our teachers, okay? Training school, also creation of training schools, vocational schools, because we see that definitely the world is changing and we need to change with it. There's a lot of digital elevations that are going on around the world, and there's a lot of educational aspects, fintech, AI, and all these things that we need to focus on. She has the experience in that, and that's one of the reasons why she's on board. We also have our roads. We have our roads, especially the interland roads. The cleanliness of Lagos is part of it. The double taxation, for instance, for all civil servants, in our first tenure, we are going to reduce by 50%. We're going to slash by 50% the taxes that we call payee. Well, whatever the case might be, whatever taxes that we are charging our civil servants, we're going to create that relief. Let us all understand one thing. The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has released a huge, enormous amount of money to the states, especially Lagos State. We get money. If we used to get 25 billion before, we are getting 50 billion now. You understand? If we used to get 10 billion before, we're getting 20 billion now. You understand? In a state where we have 3.3 trillion FAC plus revenue, not billion, trillion. You can examine what that figure is like. Why should anybody in Lagos State have problems, of financial problems, or feel strain of the structural adjustment program that the government is pursuing? That is one. The other one is power. Why is it in Lagos State medium-sized factories cannot work? They cannot operate. Under this situation, it is very difficult. I am an industrialist myself. I know how much it costs for power. I know what those in the beauty salon are going through. I know what the barbers are going through. I know what the vulcanizers are going through. I know what most of these people are going through. If they are going through this structural adjustment program, why would we come in through our local government and through the state and start twisting their arms for them to pay tax? So it is double jeopardy. I believe that if you have policy and if you are running government, you should run government with a human face. And that is more important than any other thing. So we have that. We have our health. You go to hospitals right now, you have been given money from the federal, and someone that has ordinary malaria, he goes to general hospital, that's in GRA, and is given a bill to go and buy drugs worth 60-something thousand naira. And the minimum wage is 70,000. Where is he going to get it? And malaria is one of the highest reasons of death. Then, not to talk of those that have cancer, not to talk of those that have high blood pressure. From their salaries, how can they afford it? We as a government can afford to do it for them, even if it is to slash it by 50%. That government, we will create pharmaceutical centers, Lagos State pharmaceutical centers. Instead of creating Lagos State Safety Commission, we will create pharmaceutical centers where Lagosians, by you showing your card, showing your NIN, showing that you live in Lagos, showing that you are resident in Lagos, you can go there and access drugs at 50%. But it will be controlled by doctors. Do you understand? It means you have to go to a general hospital, the doctor will give you the prescription, and you will take it to the Lagos Pharmaceutical Center for your drugs at a minimal fee. So you have that. You are also looking at how you're going to run this state. At the moment right now, we have what? We have close to 80% of our youths jobless. What is Lagos State doing about it? Other than you telling them to come and work in the ministry. We're not saying come and work in the ministry because the government should not be the highest employer of people. Thank God for people like Dangote that has created almost 50 to 100,000 jobs within 6-7 months. Government should create the environment for medium-sized businesses, higher scale businesses, the little businesses to thrive. Can you imagine how many staff just a saloon owner employs? Just a saloon owner. If she's thriving, if she's making good money, and all she needs is for you to reduce her power bill. That's all. And to control whatever the landlord is charging her. That is all. She has maybe about 5 ladies working for her, doing nails, pedicure, manicure, another one doing hair, another 4, making 8. The cleaners, 2 or 3, making 11. You have the security men, 2, making 13, 14. Can you imagine how many of that will go around? And then she now has trainees with her, another 5 or 6. Come on. That is how government trickles down policy and increases wealth. Wealth is not something that is abstract. I have personally built wealth for myself. So what does it take me to build for others? I know those that have come through my own tutelage. I have kings that have gone through my tutelage that are kings today. I have governors that have come through me that have been 2-time governors. So what is it that I have been able to transfer to work with those people when they were not in those positions? And they have also risen up to be in those positions today. So if we look at that, we put that aside. One thing that is very pertinent to us, that's both of us now, is the issue of refuse collection in Lagos State. It is an eyesore. I don't know what you press people are doing, but all you need to do, I don't need to talk about it. All you need to do is drive around the Lushosu, drive around the Alimosho area, go to Oshodi-Solo. It stinks. As a matter of fact, it has polluted even the soil that those living in that area, in those areas, they cannot even drill boreholes anymore. Because in drilling their boreholes, they come with stench in their water. What are we doing? Not to talk of flooding that has eroded the whole of Lagos. The problems, the thing there is that the problems that we have had in Lagos for the past 20 years is the same problems that we have today. And they continue to say the same thing. That is the funny part. When I contested in 2003, I contested for governor in 2003 at the age of 38. For governor, Bola Ahmed Tinubu who is the president today, was leaving his seat at that time. And to God be the glory. I remember him because he saw what I was saying was true, and he's alive. He called me for meetings 3 to 4 times. He called me in his house in Bodilon. He called me in the roundhouse. He called me in GRA. We're on live TV. We're on TV now. So if I lie, he can respond. You understand? And I did not join the NDC. I did not join the ACN. I did not join the AC. But I saw his vision. And he told me then that he was going to be the head of state. So this is a man with vision at the end of the day. I'm not campaigning for APC because 2027 is campaign for Bola Tinubu or campaign for APC. They are 2 different things. So when you see someone, he is in APC and he gave our own state governor in Oyo State, I won't mention his name, 50 billion for just an explosion in the state. At the end of the day, this is someone that has transcended that. Let me go away from there so that they don't say I'm campaigning for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. No, I'm not. I am saying that the governors have to live up to their responsibilities. And that is why I'm saying that there's going to be a paradigm shift in the running of this country as a country. Bola Ahmed Tinubu does not need anything again. He is probably going to get his second term anyway. You understand? But the political terrain must change. The delivery of the dividends of democracy must change. Look at our old people. Our old people are supposed to get on Lagabus for free. All we need to do is make sure that they have their cards. All we need to do is make sure that they take their drugs. All we need to do is make sure that we have some homes where they can go play Ludo, play draft, play with themselves in those homes. These are areas of tranquility. I went to China for the first time in 2007. And I, walking into the airport, they wrote all the ministries that are in China. Will you believe it that in China, they had the Ministry of Happiness? I've never had it in any other country. So I asked my partner, I said, why do you have the Ministry of Happiness? He said, after the Chairman Mao period, that a lot of Chinese nationals were going into depression. You understand? So they had to create that Ministry of Happiness just to reduce the tension and the pressure on their minds so that they can live longer. And that's where they started all this, putting up centers where you can go for yoga, go for kung fu, go for, do you understand? They started using their traditional exercise exercises to reduce tension and look for ways and means to create happiness. I think in Lagos State, we need something like that. Our young people are turning into drugs, turning into prostitution, turning into all kinds of things. And if we say we are putting out a blind eye to it, then it will be something that people will ask us later.
All right, Your Excellency. My name is Dora. I work with TBC. And I will say congratulations. You have unveiled the deputy governorship. But then I'm looking at your reconciliatory efforts because you did mention that some of the managers here, so we know that politics is a game of money. So what are some of the strategies that you put in place to ensure that the Libyan community come back? Then secondly, Lagos State is a coastal area and the economic ecosystem is quite different from any other state in the south. So if you become the governor, how do you use the coastal environment to generate revenue for the state? And for Adia, I'm looking at the women. How do you bring them into fintech? STEM. That's an area you hadn't find easy. It's always male dominated. What are some of the strategies to encourage them to also be within that sector?
I'll let the deputy governor answer us. You understand right away, and then I'll take my questions later.
So, generally, what the mission is to make sure that for everything or for every agenda we have, to make sure that we involve women. Because women empowerment goes a long way. So without women, things does not go the way it's supposed to be. So we are going to definitely integrate women into everything we are doing. So that's good.
Well, just to add a little bit to that, one thing is that women are the ones that drive politics. They are the ones that drive even the election itself. And that is one of the reasons why we have a lady as a deputy governor and not a mayor. You understand? That is number one. Number two is this. With women, once women taking care of the whole family, once you enrich, empower a woman, the entire, whoever had of Shokeni during Obasanjo's time, Mr. You remember because you are a journalist there. During Obasanjo's time, Shokeni was made to create vocational centers in the whole country. What's wrong with Lagos State creating vocational centers for all unprivileged women to empower them and also to capitalize them? You understand? The young ones can easily go into IT. They can go into fintech. They can go into podcast. You understand? So there are a lot of things that we can do and that we are going to do to empower women. Nursing. The nurses are the highest earners abroad today. We don't want to train you and then you go abroad, though. But we want to train you in nursing. We want to make sure that you are well trained and you transfer. We can even send you abroad. We are going to introduce bursary allowance. We are going to also introduce a quota. We are going to have our citizens go to China. We are going to have them going to Hong Kong. We are going to have them going to America. And the government is going to pay. And when they come back, we are going to celebrate them. And they are going to run our industries here. What's wrong with Lagos State, for instance? What is the problem in power? The problem in power is that the discos are up to here in debt. Up to here in debt. They cannot invest anything more in the power in running their companies. So what are they doing? They are twisting, turning meters, doing all kinds of things. And this tells on the economic survival of the family whole. So what do? Lagos State, I am saying it today, the day we step into government, we are going to sit down with the discos in Lagos State. We are going to talk to them. We are not going to buy them out because we are not supposed to be in business. We don't have any business in running industries, but we are going to be major shareholders in that sector. We are going to flood our excess money in there. We are going to make sure that we reduce the amount of money that you all pay for power in Lagos State. And in the industrial areas, we are going to reduce it much lower that the manufacturers are going to be able to make money in their businesses. So this is what we're going to do as far as that sectors are concerned. Now, going back to your question, like I said, we've gone through all the different areas that we are talking about. In doing this, definitely, or in getting into government, definitely we're going to need what? We're going to need ourselves. But remember that we always talk about the grassroots, right? Have you ever seen a situation where someone can count how many roots the grass has? That is the reason why we call it grassroots, because people shoot up the river, new people come up. So the grassroots is